Hey Elizabeth, this is Al. Okay, so how can we use Figma just like a classroom screen, right? Okay, so what I have here is I've got the classroom screen and then all the widgets at the bottom, and then I'm gonna go into Figma just to kind of show you how it's not exactly 100% the same, but you can replicate it pretty close. And then plus Figma is free, so you don't have to pay for a subscription. Um, Classroom screen. Okay, so Figma. So to launch it, just click on it, and then once it opens up, it's gonna be blank right here on the canvas. If it's the first time you've used it because you haven't built any fig jams yet. So once it opens up, to create one, right up here at the top right, you'll see right here where it says Fig Jam, and that's the one that you want to use, the purple one that's called Fig Jam. So I'm going to click on it. So when you click on it, it comes to the blank canvas here, right? So from here, what you can do like right off the bat is go ahead and change it. So click on up here on the top left where it says Untitled, and then I would just click it first and then just call it let me say classroom screen just for now, right? But you can call it whatever you want. And then, so what it does is this right here is the first page. Okay, so you can, once you have like a template set up, then you can duplicate it and have more than one where already it's an advantage over classrooms, classroom screen, because with classroom screen, yeah, you can create, more than one pages, but it doesn't save them, right? Okay, so now going back over here, yeah, okay, I'm gonna go here just to kind of go across the bottom. Okay, so the thing, move this out of the way, you can point, right? So you can point to stuff and grab, and then plus now you can, draw things. So with classroom screen, you can do the same thing. You can grab, once we start building things, you can grab, and then plus down here you have the tool so you can, you know, write stuff on here if you wanted to do that. Okay, so then the next thing that it has, and let me go back to main screen. Okay, so the background, so you could change the background, right, to make it, to add a theme to it. Here, with Figma, you can not necessarily change the background, but what you can do is you can upload images. So let's see if I remember how to do this. I'm going to go into the plus sign. Let me see if I can. So I should have practiced on this. I think it is in the images. Oh yeah, this is what it was. Okay, so you hit the plus sign, and then go to the more option, and then in here is where you can do media. You want to upload your media. So you click on it, and then it's going to open up, your file folder, right? And then you look for the image. So let's say this was the image you wanted to upload. Just click on it, and then, like I said, it's not a background. This is a picture of my grandson. It's not a background, but you can add images to where then, you can adjust, the theme of your daily agenda or whatever it is that you're trying to do, right? So now, as you can tell, like right here, I can move it, right? So if you don't want to accidentally delete it, just click on it, right, to select it with the blue border, and then right click, and then here you can lock it. And so now you don't have to worry about, accidentally like grabbing it. And then if you wanted text to be in front, then you can just, while the text or the drawing is selected, right click and then bring to the front, and so now it's in front of the image, right? Okay, so now going back over here, so that's the background. Polls. So to add polls, again, we'll go to the plus sign down here, and then I'm going to choose on widgets, and then once we selected widgets, I'm going to go into this search, and I'm just going to do polls. Poll, and then here's already, we can do a poll here, and then you're adding widgets. So So let me just scoot it over here. So here you can type in the question and then option 1, option 2, and then you can add options, you can put stickers, all that stuff, and then you start the poll. So that's one way you can do a poll using a widget tool. Just delete it. The other way is, I'm gonna click over here, you can do these right here where it says new vote. So the way I got to it is I clicked right here, it looks like a clock. So I'm gonna click on it, I'm gonna click on new vote, and so now you can stamp your favorites. I'm gonna hit 3. So now you got this little thing, and you can, it turns into a little rubber stamp thing, and then you just click on it. So try voting on the sticky shape image or some. I wonder if it's not letting me. Let's try it again. +1. It's probably because I don't have enough elements here, but anyways, that's how you would vote. Okay, so now, oh, and it could be too because I'm the only one in the Figma. If there was more than one person in here, then we could vote and put our stamps and all that stuff. Okay, so now, for example, like this says stamp your 3 favorite. So I can stamp 3 times, and then that's it. I'm out of votes. So each one of these little widgets has like its own little, I guess, ways to use it, right? Okay, so now that's the polls. And again, there's so many, in Figma, there's so many more. Okay, a randomizer. Okay, going back to Figma. If we wanted to randomize, again, I'm gonna go to the plus sign, and then I'm just gonna, in the top, I'm gonna put random. And so here you can build team randomizers, you can randomize colors, a random list generator. So there's more than one way that you can randomize. Here's the dice tool, because that's one of the ones on the classroom screen. You can spin, spinner, right? So there's different ways to randomize. Randomizer. This right here is the only one that is not available on Figma. The sound level measuring. Image, I just showed you how you can upload the image. Text, so back in FigJam, click on the little T, and so now you can add text. And then you have the options here, changing the font color, all that stuff, and making like a little mind map. Okay, so there's the text. You can, okay, work symbols. So like the work symbols that they have here, it has 4 of them. Silent, whisper, ask a neighbor, and then work together. So now FigJam doesn't have those specifically, but you can, if I go back into the plus, go into the stickers, and then clear it up here. There's stickers here that you can look for that are similar, right? Or you can just find an icon like that and then insert it. Okay, so you can do things like that. Let's see what else. What symbols? The traffic light. Okay, so this is the traffic light, right? And you can turn different colors. So with FigJam, again, I'm gonna go into the plus sign, and then into widgets, and then right here, G status. So click on it, and then here it is. And then so if I want the red light, yellow, or green, click on it just like that. Timetable. So that one, let's see, I'm going to search again in the widgets. Timetable. Okay, so here's the timetable maker tool. A timer. So the timer is not in the widgets. Where we can find the timer is up here. We were in it a little while ago. So I'm going to hit the X. So I'm going to click again in the time, and then up here's a timer. So right now it's set for 3 minutes, and then you can just click this button to add another minute. But let's say I just wanted 1 minute. I just put my cursor in there, and then I hit the play button. And so now it's counting down, and I can close this, and you can see up here the countdown. So we have the timer right there. Now, since I'm in here, other things you can do is you can music. right? It has this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different types of music that you can put. And then you just hit play and then you can hear it. And then that's the voting thing. The timer. I'm going to put in the stop timer for now. So that's the clock. Oh, so the clock, we go into the plus and then the widgets. I'm going to search clock and then here. We took the clock over here, but then you can put it wherever and then you could. The one thing about Figma is you can't resize these tools, right? Like I can't drop them, but you can like zoom into it if you wanted it a little bit bigger. Alright, okay, so there are shortcuts that you can use. And then the last tools, okay, so the more button, yeah, visual make a group maker. So it's similar to the randomizer that I showed you a little while ago. You can insert videos also into a fig jam. That would be again just the plus sign and then more, and then in here include that search. In here you can add media if it was like an actual file, or you can link like a YouTube file or something like that if you wanted to do. Or you can embed it if you wanted to embed like a YouTube video or some other kind of media. Let's see what else. Dice, randomizer, visual timer. We got the timer. Hyperlinks and stickers again. The stickers, you just hit the plus sign and then stickers right here. And they're all right there. And the stickers, see, and like this one you can resize. So the widgets you can't, but like stickers and things like that, and like even like images you can. All right, so then now once, let's say you have the your template set up already, right? All you have to do is over here on the left side, maybe rename this one. Let's say this was going to be your Monday, right? And then now you wanted to duplicate it for Tuesday. Just here's your duplicate, and then rename it, and then you have them forever because they're they're available to you. Okay, I mean it's not like Classroom Screen where you have to get a subscription, right? Okay, so then that's one way to add pages. Over here, if I close it, right, down here at the bottom right, there's a plus sign too, so you can click it right there, and then you can also, or no, that's the zoom. I thought there was a way to duplicate it too, but I'm thinking in the presentations, because you can make presentations too out of Classroom Screen. So yeah, I guess the only way to really change them is by clicking up here at the top and then going to the different ones. And then if you wanted to make another one to duplicate it, again, 3 dots, and then here you can duplicate it or delete the page. Right, so this is how you could, an alternative to Classroom Screen, so that you don't have to pay. And again, it has pretty much all the tools that it has, other than the sound level it doesn't have. And I think that's pretty much it, because all the other ones it doesn't look exactly, but you can replicate it. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Talk to you later.